Okay, so obviously we are living, as we already mentioned, in quite interesting times because of the coronavirus. So how closely do you actually follow what happens in the news? And does it feel strange that you aren't able to basically be close to even to your friends?
Yeah, I am following it closely. Although the last few days, I've just decided, that I will check the news once a day for the main information, and then I stop because I think you can easily make yourself crazy by reading all the different reports, and sometimes the information gets sort of sideways. So I'm trying to balance my news intake with my personal, mental health well-being.
Yeah. I guess this could drive you crazy if you read everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you actually changed your way of living because of this virus that has been going on?
Well, I've been staying at home, and I was supposed to be doing a lot of promo around the album this week and last week, but unfortunately we had to stop. So now we've been doing everything from the phone, which isn't quite the same, but I'm still excited to be talking about my project. So I'm just hoping that having an album out right now is a nice distraction for people and a nice escape for people that are feeling a little bit cooped up at home. I think it's a good album to kind of make a drink, put on an outfit, dance around the house,
I guess this is, there's two sides of the coin, but I think this is actually a good time to release an album because, as you said, people are at home, they are bored, they don't have nothing to do instead of listening to music, and music gives you good energy, so I guess that's also a good thing.
Absolutely. It's just a bit difficult to promote it, but we're figuring out ways.
Yeah, but still you don't sell many physical albums anymore. Most people stream music, so I guess it doesn't matter if they are home or at work or driving to work or whatever.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So obviously, after releasing this album, you will also have some touring activities with Queen, and obviously those guys are quite old. So are you actually afraid what will happen to them if they get the virus? And how do you see, for example, Europe in May when you should be coming here? Do you feel that this is a safe place, or how do you see the world in May yourself?
Well, we don't know. I'm not an expert, so we're kind of waiting to see what the experts tell us, and everything's sort of up in the air. And once we receive the appropriate advice, we'll take it. It's a scary time. Obviously, the most important thing is everyone's health, the audience, and people on stage as well. So, we'll take the precautions that are recommended when they come through.
Yeah. So obviously now the negative stuff aside and talking about the new album, it's actually your first one in 5 years. So why did it actually take you such a long time to come up with? Was it because you had you were busy with Queen, or?
No, I wasn't so busy with Queen that I couldn't come up with music. It was just I took my time. I took a little time trying to figure out what my inspiration was going to be, what I wanted to make. And also I made some business changes. I found a new team. I found a new label. And with this album, it was really a chance for me to get further into the driver's seat than I've ever gotten. I was able to co-write all the music on the album and executive produce the album. And it allowed me to really learn a lot and to make a strong, bold turn from the sound that I was making before.
So obviously working with Queen is rather different than working as a solo artist. So what do you see as the main differences? And do you feel that you are more of a solo guy in a sense, or do you also like working in a team, or how do you see yourself?
I think I'm both. I'm really, even on the solo project, I wouldn't be able to have done it without all the help that I had. I had amazing producers, amazing co-writers of the songs. And then my team is incredible as well. I wouldn't be able to do any of this alone. But getting to be sort of a little bit more uncompromising in the creative side of it has been a real gift. And then as far as the Queen stuff goes, you know, it's an absolute honor to be singing Queen's music for fans all around the world. You know, these songs are so famous and so huge, and this band is so iconic. And so to take the stage with them always feels like a real opportunity and a real gift that I've been given. And I love Brian and Roger. They're so easy to work with, and we have fun. It's a big family feel now, and we've been doing this for 8 years, and I love that I continue to have the opportunity to tour with them.
So how was it like in the first, when you first were announced as the singer? Were you like totally nervous that how will everybody take it?
Yeah, in the beginning I definitely was. Yes, absolutely. And now what's so nice is that we're 8 years in, and now I don't get nervous now. And so it's really helped my confidence, and it's really given me a sense of accomplishment working with them.
So do you feel that being part of that band, iconic rock band, has influenced you somehow to this solo album in some certain way, singing those iconic songs?
Yeah, I think it might have. You know, I don't think I was conscious of it. I wasn't trying to make music that sounded like Queen, but you know, midway through the process, as I was getting songs together, I realized that it was a lot closer to the world of Queen than any of my other albums have been. So that was exciting to figure out. Okay,
so that wasn't like something that you were sort of like aiming for. That's something that just happened in the end of the day.
Not specifically. I think I said to myself at the very beginning, I want to do something that's a little more retro, and I want to do something where I can hear more instruments. So those two things definitely applied to the world of Queen. But I don't know if I did anything consciously, you know, to lift anything. You know what I mean?
Okay. So do you normally like have a goal where you aim for with the new album, or do you just want to take it where it takes you when you are creative?
I think in the very beginning it was a lot of experimentation in the studio with different producers and just trying to like play and figure out what I liked at that moment. And once a few of the songs were written, it started becoming more clear that was the direction that the album was going to take. That it was going to kind of blend retro, rock and funk and soul and have like a disco groove underneath a lot of stuff, you know? Okay. So obviously you are doing cooperation with Nile Rodgers on the track Roses, and that's actually my personal favorite track on the album. So how was the experience working with him, and how did he ended up being on your album? He is amazing. I've worked with him before, actually. I worked with him on a song on my second album called Shady, where we invited him to come play guitar on it, and he did, and I met him then. And then I performed with him a handful of times with Chic, and then we ended up writing a song for Avicii called Lay Me Down, with Avicii, actually. And that was on Avicii's big album. And so we've known each other for years, so it's always great to be able to call Niall and just be like, hey, you want to play guitar on this?
Does it ever be like feel strange that you have sort of like worked with tons of amazing artists that I guess in the beginning you didn't even imagine that you would be working with?
I always stop and realize how lucky I am, and what an amazing journey this has been so far. You know, 10 years ago, if someone had told me that this is where I would be, I wouldn't believe them. So I do consider luck on my side. You know, I think the universe was being very generous with me.
So in the end, a bit about your foundation, Feel Something. So where did you actually originally came up with the idea? Obviously you are openly gay, but where did the idea come from?
Well, I really wanted to take charity work to the next level for myself. You know, I've moonlighted with different organizations over the years, and it was really exciting to have this idea of starting my own. There's certain things that we want to help with directly, and those things are homelessness, especially among queer youth. We also want to help with mental health and suicide prevention amongst the queer community. And lastly, I want to get into arts education as figuring out ways to provide workshops or group outings or things that are educational in the world of the arts for queer kids.
Okay, that's an important thing that you are doing with that. So hey, thank you a lot for your time.
The thing is,
okay, yeah, please continue.
no, I'm sorry. I didn't. I think there's a delay. I was just going to say my fans are incredible at supporting the things that mean a lot to me. And that's one reason why I wanted to do this, because I know that they have always been really passionate about what I'm passionate about.
Okay. So hey, thank you for your time and all the best with the new album. Anything you want to say as last words to all the Finnish fans?
Finland, I love you so much, and I'm excited to come there on tour. Hopefully everything stays on schedule, and if not, we'll make it work.
So hey, Adam, thank you a lot for your time, and stay safe.